There we go. Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome to, this thing we do. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Alex. Dirk. Evolve DDC. Jerome. JN. It's good to see you. JN is baking cookies. Oh, man. Hey, Rodney. It's good to see you, man. Hey, Tim. Yeah, Dirk's catching up with me. Pretty soon now, he and I are going to have to be enemies. He's almost at my door. What's up, Jason Brown? Welcome, welcome. You know what? That is not going to work. I'll be right back. Well, all right then. How is everybody doing today? B for Baron, welcome, welcome. Women Carry Knives is out having a moment. What do you guys think of the two camera setup? You like the knife cam? What do you guys think? Yes, no? Maybe so? Hey, Chad. There she comes. There she goes. Right on. Well, I figured it was better than doing this the whole time, right? So I figured we'd give it a shot, see how it worked. If I can keep from rocking the table full time, that's kind of the thing I do. Say, Chad, you got to stop showing all of your hinderers, man. Like you just have a ton, and you're making me jealous. Oh, yeah, that's better. Hello, Jerome. How are you, Mr. Voss? Welcome, welcome. Hey, Kay Mason. Klaas, welcome. DC and DL, you are always welcome. Marcos. Hola, Mr. Marcos. ¿Qué pasa? Shane is here. Z-Man's here. Look at this. The gang is all here. I love it. Now, next time this will be a little more organized. We probably will go live at 2. I have, like I said, I have a potential guest. We'll see. You never know. Yeah, man, I sort of figured that when Women Carry Knives shows her face, her views will go up, but I got to assume that when I show mine, my views are going to go down. Uh-oh. Here she comes. You guys ready? Are you ready? I don't know what she's doing. Right? Hey, man, that knife cam. We'll see if it works. Hey, Scott. Dude, Scott, welcome. Except we
Sorry.
You chewing, love.
I'm picking a cat hair off my eyelashes. Oh, and I'm eating peanut butter.
Yeah, you can't do that on camera because that's just, that noise is no good. That's funny, though. Oh, she's just going to do it. Yeah.
Where's my camera?
Right there.
Hello, Paul Decor. Sorry, you guys, I can't resist. This is the best peanut butter in the world.
Too funny.
Are you shaking your head at me?
Absolutely.
Right? See, Chad agrees with me. Yeah, bees, peanut butter. Here's the other one, bees. Blueberry brunch. It tastes like a blueberry muffin.
Is it cashew butter or peanut butter?
This one's cashew.
Everyone's a fan of the nut butters.
I love nut butters.
Hey, bees. Now, bees, I want you to know that we've decided that we're going to break your record. So we're going to have a 14-hour live. No, I'm just kidding, man. That 6.5-hour live was absolutely going to hold. Dude, that has got to hold the record for a while.
That was, come on, that was pretty fun. That was
awesome.
Funny, though, because I left work and I listened on the way home. And then I got home and then we got on the live later and it didn't even dawn on me that that was the same live from when I left work. Bees, I have your address. I'm going to send you some.
What is sun butter, Jason? Like sun?
That's sunflower butter, isn't it? Yeah, sun butter should be the sunflower one. B for the dill cashews were yummy. Anything dill is yummy. And then just to make it all right, we have a little Starbucks going too. So for your viewing pleasure, I've brought you all to bed with me, and we're having coffee and cashew butter. Are you laughing at me?
Of course.
Don't laugh at me.
You funny.
I am funny.
Now you funny too.
Yeah, that's right. You married this.
Speaking of married, Ray from Everyday City Carry just got married, and it was on his channel.
Yeah, Ray and Kelly said it out live. That was cool.
No, Top Dog, we're not all in bed, but I wish we were.
No, Top Dog, Peter's not, but you're all in bed with me. See?
That's
bed.
right.
It's the bed. You're all in bed with me.
All right, you run the show for a while there, love.
Dirk, what's up? Okay, I'm going to go back and see who's here. High tech. It's like a picture-in-picture when it first came out. Evening Napster. Well, no, it's not evening. Afternoon Napster Ninja. Bees Jason. Mr. Michael Morgan. Top Dog. Shane. Lions. Hello to you. Sue Chicken. Matisfaction. Jerome. Marcos. What's up, Marcos? Beefer. Z-Mans. JB. Hey, Scott.
Right?
How are you? Hello, Mr. Paper, or hello, Paper Tiger, Mr. Big Board Knife and Gear, and Paper Tiger.
Mr.
Who am I
Big Board
missing?
Knife and Paper Tiger Gear.
Klaus, how are you, Klaus? I said hello to Paul Decor. I think I got you all. Oh, nope, Alex. Hello, Alex and Chad. I didn't say hi, but I commented on your comment. That's right. I'm going to take up all your time soon. Who's here? Because that's what I do. Anton. That is a new name. Hello, Anton. Mr.
We're going to get Z-Man in
Luthi.
trouble. We're going to tell Mrs. Z-Mans.
Hello, 2A Dave. How are you? Hello to your daughter, too. K Mason. That's a new name. Hello, K Mason. Oh, I forget we're on your channel, so some of these names I don't know. Mick Kime. That is not a name that I have seen for a while. How are you?
That is a name I have not heard for a very long time.
It's been a long time, Mick. Where have you been?
Great Scott. Speaking of great Scots, Scott, how are you?
Oh, Lisa's here.
Well, she's
Hello,
listening.
Lisa.
Hi, listening, Lisa.
They're always, what are you cooking, Chad?
Right. It's a good question. It's
Yeah.
past lunchtime here. Oh, thank you, Lola.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Tune in next week for Z-Man Live from the doghouse. What'd Z-Man do? I missed it.
He said, don't, because you were saying about how everybody's in bed together. He said, don't tell Mrs. Z-Man.
Oh, well, this is slightly awkward.
A sardine sandwich. I love sardines, Klaus. I absolutely do. I think the dog is going to die or throw up.
Yeah, what is going on with her?
I don't know. She's just Lola. Hamburgers
She
on the
needs-
grill, sweet potato fries, and onion rings.
Nice.
All right, Chad, we're going to jump a flight. We'll be there in about 6 hours. Don't eat. So, this is weird because is it about the knives? Is it about my lovely wife in bed? Which is, well, for me, it always is. But, what are we doing? I suppose at some point we should get organized enough to actually have a plan before we start doing this.
I don't have any knives to show. They're all out there.
You're in the room full of knives. Do you want me to come get your roll?
Well, no, it's right next to me.
All right. We have, 26 people are watching, which is, about average for our late afternoon live. JB and Zach have been killing it lately with, 100 plus people. That's amazing. Dirk, you can share those dirty thoughts with us anytime. All right, so let's do a pocket check. You guys tell me, what are you carrying? Yeah, Bees, we'll talk about peanut butter.
Talk about peanut butter. What are you carrying?
Oh, come on now.
Ooh, that's right. That's right. What you got there? Therapeutic.
Me? Oh, I don't carry knives. They're far too dangerous.
The dog's still dying out there.
I know. I have this in my pocket. Beaver's got his 0350. Man, that is a good choice.
Jason,
Adamas.
does that make me a cheap
Hey,
date?
Mr. Luthi, Adamas and Yo Jumbo. Chris with the big knives. Buck 110 with the lock. I'm sorry. The what now? 0095 Blackout. Man, that's really good from Shane Gables. My Leah, JG10, Kershaw Static, Spyderco Delica 4. Alex, you have too many knives in your pocket. No such thing, but I'm just saying. Still rocking the red M390 Para 3 from Pocket Metal. Very nice.
Hey, Pocket Metal.
Lions Jewelry's got the Babylon. Yeah, so that's actually sitting in the other room. That is a great knife.
You skipped Dirk.
I skipped Dirk.
Yeah.
What did Dirk have?
He has the Shark Knife Co. Ryu, just some silly custom knife I got in. There you go.
Now we can both read it. Shark Knife Co. Ryu. Sounds like it's from a video game. I have to see a picture of it. I don't know it. Zach has joined us. Welcome, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
Minister, what's up? Suchicken. What kind of
Party
cookies?
people.
Hey, Bees, I was talking to sort of a contact over in that I know in China, and nobody seems to know who Sativian is, but they're buying knives from all sorts of different factories and rebranding them as their own, which is why the war spears and the Sitivians look exactly the same. I actually have a couple of the Sitivians. Let's call them Sitivians. I have them coming. I got some of the D2 ones. They look interesting. They also look a lot like Ganzos and an awful lot like Effin Grows. So we'll see. Dirk is going to have an unboxing video up tonight. Dirk, I love your unboxing videos, man. But I got to tell you, since you use the same still for every one, I'm always like, didn't we see this? And then it's not the same thing because I'm slow. Yeah, Shane, every time Dirk's like, every time I ask him what he's carrying, it's always like some house payment that I really want.
Oh, Lisa, I want the kitty. I want the kitty scales. Mars kitty scales.
For the banter?
Yes.
Are they making him for the baby banter?
Skylar has them.
For the banter, full-size banter.
No, he had them for the, I'm pretty sure he had them for the baby, didn't he?
Ooh.
I think so. I don't know, but I'm going to find out because I want them.
Did Bees actually get to 1,000? I should go look.
He did get to 1,000.
That's awesome.
He got to 1,000. He announced it on Zach's Live today.
Yeah, we were busy. I didn't get a chance to really, I was there, but I wasn't there.
Well, we had it on the TV on the big screen, but we were barbecuing and cooking.
Yeah.
I did it again.
You know, there are websites. We can make you an OnlyFans where you just sit around and eat peanut butter all day and people will send you money.
Look at, like Jason said, I brought everybody into the bedroom, into bed with me, and I brought free snacks.
Snacks for all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Zach, thank you, man. We appreciate it, brother. We really do. All right.
Bye, Scott. We love you.
I gotta come in there. I gotta grab the.
That's my original boo. Zach gave me a shout out and got me over the mark. Nice, Bees, and way to go, Zach. Pocket dump. Did you go through all the pocket dumps? I can't tell how many people are on here.
No, it's up in the upper right-hand corner.
Uh-oh. Come on. Come on up. Come here, pup. Come here. There's puppy head. $5 for more peanut butter. Woo!
Somebody mentioned the Max Ace Babylon.
B sharps.
There it is. This is a great knife. It's very Max Ace, and I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. But this thing is fantastic. M390, all titanium. Gotta love the button lock. Well, it bounced, but you gotta love the button lock. Come on now. It's hard to reach and do things. Who else donated money? Top Dog, thank you. Oh, for more peanut butter. Oh, that's hilarious.
I know. Sorry. I'm just going to sit here and eat my peanut butter. Oh, yeah. We got that weekend dew going on.
At least you don't have my weekend don't.
True. The curb sports assume that curb sports the sumo, in my opinion.
I think he means that this Babylon is. Yeah. I haven't seen a sumo in real life. I've seen pictures. They are similar. Although this is much bigger. I mean, this is what? This is a 3 1/4 inch blade.
We'll see. And Lion said he's going to do a comparison between the Babylon and the sumo.
And this thing is 9 inches long. I mean, this is a big knife.
Hello, Terry Farmer.
I don't buy Evergo anymore, but they did fuel my obsession. You know, Shane, I can't argue with that. Long before, because how could you pass on them? You're on Amazon flipping through. Their stuff looks amazing. It often isn't, but it looks amazing. I had a ton of Effin Grows. And then I discovered company. So for my budget fix, I discovered companies like Ganzo for a long time. That was my budget fix. Still great. But now it's stuff like War Spear and some other stuff that are just pushing out amazing stuff from China, and Migaron, which we'll get to in a minute. They got a few new ones coming out that are just really worth your time. Hey, Bees, thank you. Here's to the big hands knife fun and nut butter fun.
That's awesome. Thank you, Bees. Hey, CK.
Thanks. Hey, CK.
How are you? Yeah, see, so Lions, that'll be interesting when you post that one. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, we'd like to see it.
Yeah. Who's talking about? Somebody's talking about. Okay, apparently I'm on a food trip right now.
You?
Right? JN said chocolate chip oatmeal with almonds and orange zest. Is that like a cookie? The dog looked at me when I said that.
You said the word cookie.
I did. I said cookie.
So I said that this is a lot like other Max Aces. So this is the Airoso Elite. It's made by Max Ace, and the grind is identical. The feel of the titanium is identical. These knives absolutely came from the same factory. The Airoso Elite is almost 2.5 years old. They've been gone for a long time, but it's one of my favorites because of this funky blade. I love this thing, right? Super slicey, really comfortable. But when the Babylon landed, you can absolutely feel the family line. No, Jason, it means you paid to see Christine in bed. That's also.
Thank you, Jason. I like Yuri at Bees. I'm waiting with a guy with average hands, short fingers to do a knife channel. As soon as I'm not poor again, I guess.
Well, you can watch Small Hands on Nick Shabazz, or you can watch Average Hands. There's a lot of channels like that, man. And to be honest, my hands, it's they're not that big. They're normal-ish. Okay, they're not, but doesn't mean I don't appreciate medium-sized knives. You know who has normal-sized hands? JB has got normal-sized hands. If you want to know how knives work in a normal-sized hand, watch Big Red EDC. I'm sure you are anyway. Now, I'd say that about Zach's channel, but that's the only thing you can learn there is how Benchmade's fit in normal-sized hands.
And the occasional other knife.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Zach.
Hi, Caitlin, on the other end of the couch.
Oh. Miss B.
Yeah, Nick Shabazz hands are about the same size as mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Big Red EDC? See, Bays, that's funny. Bearded Gear, sure. There's lots of regular size hands out there. Lots of channels that do, the hard part for me is before I had a channel, I watched a lot of these channels and they'd show a knife off and I'd be like, oh, that looks so great. And it would show up and I'd get it in hand and be like, oh, and then I'd give it to Christine.
And then I'd be like, yay.
Right. That happened a lot. Hey, Bees, we will have you on anytime. Pick a week. It's just you got to have Mrs. Bees on too.
Yep. Caitlin's got to be there. You hear that, Caitlin?
Whatever you'd like.
A knife fight. It's medium. See, I should have patented that term, medium, because everybody's using it now.
You have made it popular.
I like that because it's not small, it's not medium. Just Josh, and I have 4-inch plus knives. I really just watch a therapeutic, Neves, and MC sometimes. Just hard to tell the size with big hands. Now I sketch out the specs. Well, that's smart. It really is. Even if I say, hey, I have small hands, what does that tell you? Nothing.
Right. Why, you know what, though? That's why we use the knives we use for size comparisons.
Hey, Keith, the knife freak. How are you? Oh, Caitlin's green. She said fine.
That's awesome.
That's right.
Our plan is to do at least one of these from Blade West as well.
Yeah.
We will go live from Blade West.
And I actually have a few people out there that I'm supposed to be doing lives with. So knife makers, actually. So that'll be fun. I'm excited about that.
Well, let's see. Who's doing something fun this weekend? We're doing very little. And we do a lot. We're busy. But we didn't have any big holiday weekend plans. I think
For
tomorrow we're
once.
going hiking. That should be good.
Paul says medium-sized hands. My palm does 9 centimeters. I think, where'd it go? Boy, that went quick. I think I have medium-sized hands. 3.5 inches? I don't know. Yeah, what would be considered a medium-sized hand?
Well, right. So that's 4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just about, I cover it. So it's not that my hands are super long. In fact, it makes buying gloves a pain in the butt because I can't really wear extra large gloves because the fingers are too long. But my hands are wide, which matters when you're buying knives that have shaped handles, right? So I eat up pretty much a whole full-size griptilian.
Oh, bees, there's so many things I just want to say. See, he's 4 inches across. I don't have a tape measure here.
3 and 3. I'm 3 3/4. So Bees has bigger hands than I am. So I'm actually going to stop doing my live now and let him go because he wins.
To be fair, your hands were bigger.
That's right. Actually, before I lost all the weight.
Yes, and mine were too, and now they're.
I was going to say everything was bigger,
tiny.
but that's not accurate.
Oh, geez.
Can we talk
I
about
buy women's gloves to get it right with fucked up size hand size.
Rusty says not doing anything fun, but I actually have 2 days off in a row. That's awesome.
That's fun. You kidding me? Just having time off.
Got all the yard work done today. One of the advantages of living in a condo is there's no yard work. One of the disadvantages of living in a condo is there's no yard work. Kind of take your pick.
Beaver caught 110 bluegill. Jeez.
What are you going to make, stew? Like bluegill stew?
Yeah, those are catch and release for me. I don't do anything with those. Bye, Alex.
Bye, Alex.
Skinny
Thanks for
hands.
stopping by.
Sack stuff. Hashtag
Hey.
skinny hands.
Casey has joined the chat. What's up, Mr. Casey?
What's up, Casey?
Shane, I lost 129 pounds. More than that now.
More than that, because I'm at 110.
Yeah.
I totally just, yeah.
Yeah, I lost basically 130 pounds.
Upgraded the phone yesterday. Oh, we just did that recently. That was such a pain to get everything back up and going. Yes, bluegills are bait. Sinister, you lost a spouse.
Between the two of us, we lost our old selves. I mean, really, I lost a whole Christine. Dude, Shane. That's
Shane,
rad.
nice. Way to go.
Yeah, Beaver, it was time, man. I was always a big boy, but thanks to COVID, I got up to 334 pounds. And that was excessive. Being able to do things like tie my shoes was relatively important. And at 334 pounds, that was a lot of work. So I live outside for work.
Casey, can you come put our bed frame together?
Is Casey putting something together?
He said wasn't it him saying he put I don't know, it went so fast. Been putting together a crazy bed frame, a lot of other crazy stuff. We do have one in the box still.
Yuri, I am about 6 feet tall, a little under, 5'11" and some change, and I was 334 pounds.
Scott, I lost 130 pounds. Glad to see her gone.
I was 280 and some change before COVID hit. And then when they shut down the gym and we went into lockdown, I just ate my feelings for a year.
He fed my feelings too.
Oh, yeah, I'm good at that.
10 to 11 inch bluegills. That's a pretty good size. 165 pounds for 5'7" feet. See, that's a good weight.
Right.
Forgot the foam pads to protect the floor. Yeah, that's good size crappie too. 12-inch crappie. Not bad.
Yuri, 90 pounds is no joke, man.
Yes. I mean, it's work. It's definitely work, but I mean, poor Peter can't keep up with me and my energy now.
No. Well, that's what happens when you marry a young wife.
Yeah, because I'm what, 29?
Yeah.
I'd never pass for 29.
Rusty lost 60 pounds in 17, found 30 of them in 2020. Hey, Rusty. So one of the things about doing what I do for a living is I have all sorts of interesting information. The national average for weight loss, thanks to for weight gain, thanks to COVID,
30
was 30
pounds.
pounds,
Yep.
which means a lot of people gained a lot more, and a lot of people gained a lot less. But the top of the bell curve was 30 pounds. We all put on a bunch of weight thanks to COVID.
And I actually did put on more than that.
No, yeah, no.
During
So did
COVID.
I put
Well,
on
to be fair,
50.
when I met my loving husband, he likes different foods from me. So for a while there was a lot of foods that I don't normally eat. And then COVID came and hit us real hard. And yeah, JN, 6'4" and 175. You are tiny, my friend. Oh, wow, Yuri. Yeah. Fibromyalgia is not fun.
Scott, the problem is that when I was 334 pounds, there were not many bigger people. I was always the biggest guy in the room. In fact, it has been a real adjustment learning how not to be the biggest guy in the room.
Holy crap, Sue Chicken. Sue Chicken just won a Delica on Dee's Knives channel.
Damn, right on.
Congrats, Sue Chicken.
All right. In honor of Sue Chicken's Delica win, there's the Delica. This is a good Delica, too.
Well, you guys are all tall. JN's 6'4".
That is tall.
That's very tall. All this weight loss makes me want a donut. Oh my God, Zach, speaking of donuts, I will love you forever if you bring me a voodoo donut down to Blade West.
You mean a voodoo donut?
Isn't that what I said? A voodoo donut.
You said hoodoo.
No, I said voodoo.
Sure you did. Sure.
Okay, whatever. I would like a, listen, you want me to come out there?
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Don't hurt me. Guys, if the camera goes black anytime in the next few minutes, she did it. It's her.
We should make the camera go black. Jason, I'm short and chubby. Hey, short and chubby's good too. Oh my God, Zach, I will love you forever. Name your price. What do you want for it? I even looked to see if they had voodoo donuts down south, and they do not.
Zach just posted a link to this Delica. Look, if you guys, here's the thing. Recently, was it Nick? Where are we? There we are. A while ago, Nick did an interesting video on whether or not the Delica has sort of been left behind by the Para 3 and a bunch of the knives. This is a great pocket knife. Mid-size, lightweight, and now that they're making them in good steels, look, there's nothing wrong with VG10. I like VG10, but this in CPM 20 CV, this is a forever knife. And I have a deep carry clip coming for it next week or later this week. So is that Chanel yelling about something?
I just have the dog staring at the door.
Oh, does she want out?
No.
Shane had a quad bypass 2 years ago.
Wait, who said that?
Yeah, man. Look, so here's the thing. I turned 50 this year, and at the rate I was going to be a 400-pound 60-year-old. And I couldn't do that. I've got a stepson that I love and whose life I want to be in. I want to meet his kids. I want to be there for that. I got too many things I still want to do. And I'll tell you, coming up on 350 pounds alone, it was too much. It was too much.
Hey, Nav Sergeant.
Scott says the Delica and 20 CV makes a great gift. It did to me, from me, because I love me.
Well, that didn't sound stuck up at all.
I love me when I'm with you.
Well, that's very sweet. I love me when I'm with you.
Yeah. So it's okay that I love me.
Sue, does that mean I'm going to fall under the spell of Spyderco? I thought I was immune. Dang, you're never immune.
I did not like Spydercos. They're kind of ugly. I have an aesthetic thing, and now I have 18 of them. What are you going to do? They just make good knives.
They do. I was never even a big fan either.
Rusty says, I don't think there are many 400-pound 60-year-olds. This is America, bud. There are a ton of 400-pound 60-year-olds. We a big country.
Jason, 5'7", 230. I could use some diet and exercise too.
I'm definitely mean to Spyderco's. Yeah, well, you wouldn't have been except you started buying hinderers, and that's all for you now, Chad.
See, and I'm the same way, Zach. Spiders are creeping into my collection too. And I started, I don't know, I've been on like this fifth pocket kick, or what can I put in my fifth pocket? And so now I've got the ladybug and the man bug, and I was looking at a couple other ones, and then one I just actually bought from SMKW on the National Knife Day was the Tough Light. I thought, that's not too big, not too small. That would be a good one. So see if we can stick that in the fifth pocket. But see, Sue, that's the thing. They may be ugly, but it's kind of like puppies. Do you guys like pugs? Pugs are super small and wrinkly, right? But are they cute because they're cute, or are they so ugly that they're cute? That's kind of a Spyderco. They may be kind of ugly, but they're just cute.
Work.
Yeah. Hey, Greg Wilson, how are you? And right, see, spiders are ugly as, what, but they're functional.
I mean, now, so here's the thing. I love the new Babylon, but is it really, really any better looking than the Spydercos? I mean, really? Really? Not really. It's fancier looking, but, it's got a longer handle. It's got a leaf-shaped blade. I'm just saying.
See, okay, so Caitlin says Spydercos are ugly. I agree, but Caitlin, I used to say the same thing. And then I started getting into the dragonflies. And then then I found a man bug, which I'd never even seen one before and just loved it. So here's what I'm going to do. I want Caitlin to see my Alien Knives DX2, the MIDI DX2. I'm actually going to send her the dragonfly and the man bug, and I want her to test those out too and see what she thinks. And the bug and the lady man.
Bug and the lady man.
CKC likes Spyderco. He says they're beautiful. The blade shape is one I love.
GB says he's cutting up fruit for tonight, but we're not coming over tonight. So why are you possibly doing house prep? Oh, unless you're cutting up fruit for the travel out to Blade West in a month. Then, that's a little early, but I understand.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it then. Drone past that pug over. Gray, silver, and black pug. I'm great. I hope all is well for everyone. Oh, those are cute. The black. Somebody here has a black and silver pug. Gray and silver, I mean. She said, what? That's right, Caitlin. You heard me. You said something's ugly. So now you're going to have to get it in hand and see if you still feel the same. And I want you to use them.
On bees.
No, not on bees. The fruit will be nice and fermented by then. Kind of like, what's that? Kombucha. Lola?
Is Lola okay?
No, she's just scratched. She probably hears the cats out there.
Oh, yeah.
I like Spyderco. I don't like all the sprint runs and crappy availability for anything that's not, I could read it over here, a black handled satin blade.
Yeah, Z-Man, that's Spyderco has found their niche, and their niche is to make knives that are hard to get. And I don't like that manufactured scarcity. It really bugs me, but they know how to sell knives. I can't argue with anybody who's figured out how to make money in this in this market. It's a bummer, but Caitlin said,
yeah,
deal.
I was going to say to get off the health thing, but Sobox said he was 55 and infused. And that's kind of thing, you guys. I turned 50 this year. Peter turned 50 this year. I had some health issues. That's a reason for the weight loss. And I finally decided to take it seriously. I mean, don't wait till it's too late. Get out there and take care of yourself.
For sure. A golden doodle. Those are so cute.
So are black labs. Michael Morton has a black lab.
Yuri, I have my own feelings about Demco. I love my Demco knives. I love their stuff, but you're not wrong. The problem is, and like it's hard for small makers because there's no way that they have no way of knowing how fast or how popular a knife is going to be, right? I mean, he had 8010s for sale forever that he made a long time ago. He'd bring them all to bring the same ones to each show. People would buy some, buy what he wouldn't. But he managed to make that 8020 come in at about $200 less, the full tie one, than the 8010s are selling for. And because of that, they just went crazy. And I think selling the 8020.5 really helped too, because it put that within range.
See, I agree with Zach. The hard
Michael
part,
Morgan's
like,
Michael Morgan's got to go.
Bye, Michael Morgan.
Michael, thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate you, bud.
Zach says he likes the exclusive options as long as they keep them in stock. And that's the hard part, is you get an exclusive. It's just like the SMKW, the Arctic Storm. That sold out in 10 minutes.
That's slow for a Spyderco.
Well, but I mean, that's 10 minutes. How many people? I mean, I worked from home. I was on the computer all day. Not really, I was working. But I still couldn't get one. That was crazy. And that's why, yeah, it would be really nice. I'd like that.
Well, if they don't generate FOMO, fear of missing out, they might not sell them all instantly. Lorenzo, welcome.
Hey, Lorenzo. I would like a Tanto military.
You mean the full Spyderco military in Tanto? That'd be interesting. My buddy Chris, I don't know if Chris is still here. Chris Luthi just ground a standard Delica into a Tanto. It looks pretty darn good. Russ.
How you doing, Russ?
Mr.
Meow.
Tom,
Yeah, you can really hear the cat meowing.
Now she's aggressively cleaning herself, which is just rude to do in public.
She's not doing it on camera.
I could fix that.
No.
Cat cleaning cam instead of knife cam? Huh? Yeah? No. Yeah, Yuri, go subscribe to Dirk, and you can maybe win one of two 8020.5s. Heck, I even got into it. Why not? I figure if he's going to catch up with my numbers, the least I can do is win a knife from the guy.
Yeah, so now that you have one, you're going to have to get used to being with your beautiful budget traditionals, is what he said. You know, you might be able to afford more down the road. You never know. Never say never. Tanto PM3 would be nice.
I'm going to have to let her in.
Go ahead. If I had the money, I missed that. If I have the money, I'll buy the Spidey Chef. The design is so nice, or a smock, but rapidly swap the scales for the ones from SDK. Oh, yeah. The cat needs its own OnlyFans. What are you meowing about? Huh? Meow. She's the crazy one. Jared's the nice one. You guys want to see the crazy cat? She's a terror. Oh, see, Dirk says he has to give credit to Wild Wild Sporting Goods, though, for the channel donation.
Oh, no, that was rad, man. Look, you have developed some really, talking to Dirk, you developed some really good relationships with a couple of knife places. I think it's awesome.
Too.
Or you just put out. I'm not sure which, but either way, you get some cool free stuff.
He probably puts
free
out.
to you, but I mean giveaways and stuff.
Nah.
You know, Jason, I've got some Finch knives. The build quality is fantastic, but they're so small.
They're such a good size.
And they cost a lot of money. They are not inexpensive. I don't have any out here. Let's put the Spydercos away. Here's a knife that I've fallen as I drop it. Here's a knife that I've fallen in love with all over again. The full-size grip with the sheep's foot. This is such a good knife. I got this at Kelly's Cutlery out in Modesto. And I just am kicking myself for not having one for a long time. I drop this thing in my pocket constantly. And as we start to turn towards colder and maybe wet weather, we might get rain this year. I don't know. That's going to get a ton of pocket time. What you do? Kitty Cam. Yeah, Paul. I had the Benchmade with the other blade shape, the standard drop point with the thumb studs. The Griptilian. I didn't like it. I had other knives that I liked way better, but this is just about. Well, I mean, it's just about the perfect pocket knife. It really is.
See, and now that's sad. Who just said that?
Who said what?
Sometimes the comments go too fast. Oh, it was Lines Jewelry. The only knife place in town is all about their own knives and lighters. That's a bummer. Although we do have one place out here that's trying to be all about their own knives.
We have a place out here kind of. We have some interesting shops out here. We've got one that's just awesome. We have another one that is less so. Shops, particularly in the Bay Area here in California, they have to be willing to compete with online pricing.
Yep.
Otherwise, they just become a place where people go and look at knives and then order them off Amazon. And the owner of this particular shop just would not do that for the longest time. And I think it cost him greatly because people just stopped going there. It's a bummer too, because the dude's got really good selection, great knives, but I'm not spending, I don't mind spending an extra $10 or even $20 on a knife because somebody had to order it and keep it in the shop and pay for the shop. But I'm not paying an extra $50 for a knife or $60 for a knife just because you don't want to look online and see what they're going for.
See, and Line said it's Zippo and case, so it's big. So that's kind of cool though, because I do like Zippos. Like I always am buying them for Peter and Ryan who collect them. And case is a good knife.
Planescrafter, thank you so much. We've got a bunch of boxes going out this week. All of these donations absolutely help with shipping. I mean, we get pass arounds and we get knives that we borrow from other people just to check out. Otherwise, we couldn't keep content alive. And all of these donations go right back into helping us get these knives back out. Speaking of knives, JB, I still have your Finches. Sorry. But now that we've got Wingman EDC here from you, I would very much like to hang on to everything and ship everything back at once, if that's okay with you. Russ, do you have any good he says, I don't have a knife store in my area, but I have a couple of good sporting goods stores. Let's talk about that for a minute. The problem with at least out here is our most popular sporting goods store is a store called Big Five. And Big Five carries a lot of, they have some good knives, sort of higher end mid-range Kershaw stuff. And then they've got row after row of $10 gas station knives. And the bummer there is that the people that work there, well, they're very nice, they don't know the difference. So people come in looking at knives and they have no way of knowing if they're buying a good knife or a bad knife. And so a lot of people get sort of soured on it.
Yeah, because they think they're great knives there. The people that work there. And then lefties up to 2,500. Yeah, it is not. It's not cheap.
I'll bet we easily spend $150 a month on shipping. I don't know how he spent $2,500. But then again, I don't know how Lefty does a lot of things that he does. That dude's nuts in the best way possible.
Oh, you know why? It's because in Lefty, and Dirk does the same thing because you're using insurance. So if you're insuring a knife too, because you're shipping knives that can be a lot more expensive. So spend crazy money on 43. So if you're shipping a knife and you need to insure it, a regular priority box for 2-day shipping usually runs $8.45. But if you're going to, and that's just a small box, but then if you're going to ship it and you're going to insure it, the price goes up because not only are you paying more for that box, you're also paying for the insurance. So he drunk ships. B says he drunk ships.
Oh,
But yeah, it can get expensive. I mean, some of the boxes we ship, and we're probably about closer to $200 to $300 a month for shipping.
Jason Brown says he was looking at a Tenacious once in a Walmart. They have them there. And the guy behind the counter told me if I wanted a great knife to check out Bud K. See, this is the problem. There are different levels of knife person. There's a lot of people that buy pocket knives because they see them in the little round, in the thing that goes around and around at truck stops and gas stations, and they buy them off Bud K, and they've got bat wings on them and flames. And hey, look, if that's what makes you happy, that's awesome. But everybody in this chat knows that those knives are going to last you about 10 minutes. You're basically throwing money away. You know, I've had this argument, you know, why would I spend even $50 on a knife when I can get knives for $10? I'm like, because you're going to buy 10 of those $10 knives in a year.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to spend more than that just replacing them. I wish it's like going to how many of you have been to a can I say gun store, pew store?
Pew pew.
The person behind the counter clearly works in the wrong department. They don't know what they're talking about. And you can just tell, and you hear them talking to somebody and they're like, no, this will work with that and that. I just wish people knew what they were talking about if they were going to sell a product. That's all.
Paul, those are very cool. So Paul has 4 Zippos. Hey, Jeremy. He's got 4 Zippos, 1932 in steel, 2 1936, 1 in brass, 1 in steel, and a 1941 in brass, all replicas. Yeah, but I bet those are great because the older Zippos are really cool. I really enjoy those. And even some of the detail that you can get back then, it kind of amazes me.
Dirk says that he uses 3 different carriers depending on the value of the knife. Sorry, we're back to knives. But plus I get a ton of loaners, so I have to ship back. Yeah, no kidding.
Yep.
Dirk has been generous enough to loan me a few knives. And I have to tell you that it is worth it for me to drive the hour and 40 minutes to Napa to hand deliver them rather than risk putting his knives in a package. Because he's just got the most amazing knife collection. I don't know. Yeah.
No, but that's why we just get to drive them out and hang out.
Right.
Fear of shipping. These people want 15 an hour? Huh?
What?
What did I miss, Tom? Napster. Holy crap.
What?
Imagine folks that collect shoes, Jordans, etc. My brother has more shoes than I have knives.
I like
Peter
shoes.
has more shoes than I have shoes.
I do. I have more shoes than Christine. Tom, I don't have a Zippo that's that old, but then again, I would have been 6 when that came out. On the other hand, my problem is that Zippos tend to leave me. I don't know what happens. I probably owned 10 or 15 Zippos in my life, and I love them for a long time, and then one day I reach for it, and it's just gone.
Yeah, but Dirk, next time it's on us.
What do you say?
Because we said we drive the knives out. He goes, plus I then buy you lunch, so it works.
That's true.
That is true, but we get the next one.
Good food in Napa. There is.
Oh, there really is.
All right, so we're going to put the Babylon away. This is a great knife. I'm bummed that these are sold out everywhere. Everywhere I post a picture of this, people want to buy them, and they just don't exist. I was super, I'm glad I jumped on it when I did, but they're gone now. I don't know if they'll be back either. Unfortunately, Maxxis tends to make single runs of things.
Tom was talking about the knife guy who suggested Bud K.
Yeah, the knife guy who suggested Bud K. That's not a knife guy. That's a mall ninja.
Scott N has one Zippo he dislikes. It won't break or leave him, so he can't justify replacing it.
See, that's funny. I suppose if I decided if I had one Zippo that I just hated, I'd probably have it forever.
Right?
That's fun. That's another Maxxis made knife. That's the PMP Revenge 2. Maxxis makes good knives.
I love that knife.
I used to buy the 1095 steel knives for $10 from Bud K. Never know where you can find hidden gems. Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that their whole catalog is bad, but they're most well known for for mall ninja stuff. If you want to buy a sword with many holes in it and lots of serrations and a dragon handle, Bud K is your stop. Jared says he's definitely not a shoe guy. It's steel toe boots Monday through Friday, and slides and flip flops on the days off. Yeah, I don't wear boots that much anymore. I rode a motorcycle full time for a while. I wore boots constantly when I did that. When I used to work security in the clubs, I wore either Combats or I had some really nice boots that I wore for that. Now it's Vans or Merrell's because I'm an old guy, so it's Merrell's.
And I'm sandals, flip flops, and tennis shoes.
Yeah, Yuri, they do. Max Ace puts together some nice knives. Oh, Ryan is home.
Oh, it must have been a short day at work. Tell him his Pocky chip came.
Oh, hey, your Pocky chip came. Also, I'm live on YouTube right now, so you can come and say hi if you'd like. He waves and says hi. So, yeah, we're going to do the Pocky challenge. Should we do it now?
I'm full of peanut butter, but we can. I'm still eating it. I'm sorry.
We'll do another live, and we'll do the Pocky chips just for that live. Yeah, man, Vans all day. I'm a Vans guy.
See, and with having high arches, I couldn't do Vans. They were too flat for me.
You can put super feet in them if you buy the high-end Vans.
You'd have to, but then I need to get I'm going to have to customize them.
Yep, you're going to have to customize your Vans because you want.
Because they have, yeah. I want the flower ones and I want the skull ones. Some guys that have some.
I know some guys. Yeah, I'm constantly getting alerted on Instagram to people that want to sell me high quality Damascus steel knives.
Uh-huh.
You ever wonder what happens to all those like 1981 and 82 Toyotas that get stolen? I think they get sold overseas and turned into high quality Damascus.
Right.
Did you ever see that? There's a guy online, I can't remember what his YouTube channel is, but he bought one of those $25 Damascus knives and the thing wouldn't even harden. Like it was hilarious. We don't have that many knife stores, mostly armory stores that sell knives. And get a lot of choice. We buy online, it's cheaper. Yeah. I actually bought a couple of knives off Wish once. I won't do that again.
Come on now. That was pretty funny, though, when they got here.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, they look, and the funny thing is they look exactly like they do in the pictures. They look great.
Well, and they brand them. I mean, literally, you go into Wish and they brand them. They have ones that are branded Spyderco, ones that are branded Benchmade.
Oh, yeah.
Ones that are, and they actually have the logos stamped on there.
It isn't until you compare them side by side that they aren't quite as good.
But you know that a ton of people go online and they go there and they get one and they think they've got the real deal, right?
That's true. That's a bummer. Actually, that's something to be careful of if you're going to buy
if you're going to buy a Benchmade for $30, it's probably not a Benchmade.
Right, particularly the Griptilians. They have copied the crap out of these.
Or even the Spydercos, you know?
Uh-huh, sure.
Did you show him the chip?
Yeah, so we're going to do a whole live dedicated to these in honor of Lefty and the gang.
Well, Lefty said he'd do it with us.
Right.
Because he didn't do it.
Did it. I think we missed that opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Pocket Metal, I have the Goliath. It's a great knife. I've got the Goliath 2, actually. They're great. They're big. I mean, that's a bulky knife. But for $100, it's hard to go wrong.
My mother is cleaning my grandma's house and handed me a knife wrapped in a napkin and saran. It turned out to be a case trifold from around 1915. Wow, that's very cool. Yeah, if you had a good knife store, you'd be able to find out more about that knife and what it is.
Oh, he
didn't do it yet. Okay.
All right.
Those Toyota and other Japanese car were once T2 tankers and other ships.
In the early days, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't find. Yeah, no. Again, it's a Max Ace thing, man. They make about 250 of each of their knives, and then they're done.
Oh.
In fact, the original Goliath was a 200 knife run, and it took forever to sell out. But when they were gone, they're gone. But they were popular enough that they brought back the Goliath 2. So you may see another version.
What you eating there, Ryan?
The other chips.
She can hear you. Oh, can I show this real quick? So this is why I'm not that afraid of the Pocky Challenge. So we got these the other day as sort of a test run, right? And they say right here on the back, right? Freaking hot. These
No,
things
they're not.
taste like Doritos.
Yeah.
There is no heat to these at all for us. So we'll see. Go back to you, man. All yours.
Lion said, call him out and tell him to do it with you guys.
We will. We'll pick a weekend here, either this coming or the next, or, we'll just pick a weekday in the evening. And we'll make him suffer his way through. Chips are noisy food.
A little bit, Ruth. Your microphone really picks that up.
Yeah.
Triple E, me. I can't get behind such limited runs like the ones from Max Ace. Also me, Vice Time Mass GM8 limited to 400 pieces.
It's the way it goes.
Right?
Some knives are just never going to be made in high enough quantity that, that they're going to be available to everybody that wants one. And then some knives, it's interesting. Metal Complex was talking about this today on his Knife Guy discussion. For $280, this is the pocket knife that I would recommend to literally anyone for any reason. If you wanted to spend about a little under $300 on a full titanium knife, the full tie 0562 is probably the best pocket knife going. It just is. And they've been making them forever. So people that wanted one have sort of been sleeping on it because you feel like they'll be around forever. But ZT has shown recently that they're unafraid to discontinue even their most popular lines at any given moment. So I'm glad I have one of these finally. I won't be getting rid of my CF version. I think I'm going to put some titanium backspacers and screws and stuff on the CF version because it's an older one in CTS 204P. But this is a great knife.
Decor wants the 0470, the only knife I want.
The what?
The only ZT that
0470?
Decor. Yep.
Yeah, I've got a thing for older discontinued. Why did that camera? There we go. Older discontinued ZTs. I made my 0560 here into something else. I put this carbon fiber on it and then put all titanium backspacers and screws on it. I'm going to do this to my CF version of the 0562.
That's what Triple E just said. He's got his 0562 on upgraded bearings.
Did you use the taco bearings or who did you use? And then we wait patiently for him to respond. I should just start inviting people. Who wants to be on? Because I feel like our guest isn't going to make it today.
Well, he had a problem, so we didn't know if he would.
Yeah, bums me out. I was hoping we'd see him.
If you don't like the black hardware on the 0562 tie, MXG makes upgraded hardware in satin. That'd be nice.
Much, that's where I got this, the full tie setup for the 0560. And I'm basically going to do this to my 0562 in carbon fiber so they match. Oh, and I put that hardware on my 551 as well. Right? I didn't do the backspacers. The problem is this is the 0550. They make barrel spacers for the 551. For the 550, but they do not make barrel spacers for the 550. So I couldn't do that. That bummed me out.
Keith and I Freak says, invite MC.
I would. I don't know if he'd come play, but I'll throw an invite out to him anytime. He's a cool dude. He's been really nice to us, and I've never had anything other than a super positive experience with that guy. I mean, he's busy. He's made YouTube his whole career, which is rad, but, you're deep in this hobby when you have a few the same knife design with different blades. Yeah, for sure. But that's the way it goes. By the way, Maxis has a direct site, and I bought a Babylon off it yesterday. Okay, let me see if I can find that. Entertain the troops, honey.
That makes me think of the Marilyn Monroe song. There are skiff bearings in mine. So Triple E has skiff bearings. By the way, the Max Ace has a direct sight, and I bought a Babylon off it. Oh, that's when you were just talking about. I'm sorry. You guys are doing great. You don't need a guest. Yeah, but it's always fun to have somebody else on, you know? Plus, I don't have to leave just yet. I have an appointment today for a massage that was a gift certificate from Mr. WCK. And I never got to get it because it, more peanut butter, whip crack. It, COVID kind of got me.
I don't know if that's going to work or not.
Chicken. Me, I love GB2. The spicy sheet stuff is really nice. And the smock seems very cool too. Yeah, Jason, I remember you saying that. That was awesome.
Did that come up as a link for you guys, or because it just looks like text to me? That's
It's just
that's
text.
the Babylon on AliExpress. That's their direct store on Ali.
It's just text, but you can copy and paste it.
I did. That's I suppose you
No,
can.
we can copy and paste it.
We can. We can.
Oh my God.
We are driving. We are driving.
F you. What does it spell?
Oh no, it came up. It's a link on the actual chat. I'm overlooking on YouTube.
Oh, see. I'm not on YouTube.
So if you guys haven't watched the movie Fired Up, you should. It's a terrible movie. That is the funniest damn thing ever.
It's such a guy movie.
You love it.
I did. But the first time I watched it, the whole time all I can think of is, what the hell am I watching this for? This is absolutely ridiculous. And then it's just stupid humor that then just kind of, grows on you.
Like mold.
The model I used to have years ago, they have some pretty decent ones now. Z-Man ZDC, if my neighbor wasn't on his super loud ATV in the background. Oh, Z-Man ZDC said he'd come on. Is that what that was?
Okay, next time. I'll have you on. Here's a fun one. This is something new from Max Ace. This is
Where's Dirk? Dirk, where are you at? You get Dirk on here.
Zach, it's not a Broken Lizard film. Or maybe it is. I don't know. It's a cheerleader movie, but it isn't. You just got to watch it. You just got to watch it. It's the funniest damn thing ever. So this is this that I just dropped on the table. This is the new Migaron Knives Acri. That's AKRI, Acri. This is in DC 53 steel.
Send Dirk an invite. Let's get him on here.
Is he around to do it?
He's on the couch. He can do it. You're on the couch. Come on, Dirk. You can do it from your phone. Hey, Stacy, how are you? Hey, Hollywood, how are you? Cat, can you go any deeper? Psst. She's insane. Give me a few minutes. I'll fire up the laptop and get all professional looking.
Nah, man, I want you in your shorts.
Dirk, have you done a face reveal before?
Oh, yeah.
On his channel?
No,
I don't recall.
He was live over on Bob's channel.
But not on his channel.
Right. Hey, Dirk, I sent you the link over on Instagram.
Get all professional.
Hey, Stacy. Welcome. The steel on this knife is DC 53, and that's what I was going to go do before I got distracted.
Hey, JB, thanks for coming over. Have a great barbecue.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for coming over. That was awesome.
Living like a cat's like living with a tiny person who likes to stab you for fun. Yeah, she's an interesting one. She's a stray, and she only likes us. And sometimes she gets really excited when I'm petting her, and she just likes, to reach over and bite me.
So that's a link to what DC 53 steel is. Look. So I know Lefty and some other people had some problems with the Pagos. This is an exceptionally well-made knife. You have to like gold liners, although I think I've talked him into making a blackout version. This is a great knife, and these are $40. I'll post a link.
Your last IG photo?
What now?
Paul said, if someone can give me your advice about my last IG photo, I did it for the first time today for a friend.
That's a link to the Acrate. This is a great knife. Front flipper, a little over 9 inches long. Where are we at? We're a little over 8 inches long. Excuse me. 8.25. 3.5 inches of cutting on 3 3/4 inches of DC 53 steel. Well made, super smooth. This is just a great knife. And there are 2 more coming out in this line, slightly different designs. I love this thing, and I think you guys will too. I really do. I guess it's as much knives as we're going to do. Sorry, guys, for what? What are you sorry for? Did I miss something? Miss Carrie Knives? What are you doing in there? You reading?
I have no idea. Yeah, actually, no, I just went to Paul's. Are you talking about the logo, Paul, that you put up on Instagram? Because that's pretty cool. See, I can't show you. Huh?
I'll have to go find it later.
Yeah, that's very cool. I'll leave it up on my screen so I can show you. That's cool. That's really cool.
DC 53 is a general purpose cold work die and mold steel that also provides excellent strength and I'm reading right from the website, strength and toughness that approaches those of high-speed steels. DC 53 is an improvement over alloy tool D2. It eliminates the disadvantages of insufficient hardness and toughness that are a result of high temperatures tempering found with D2. DC 53 is typically chosen as a replacement for D2. Basically, it's a step up. It HRCs up to 62 to 64. It's got twice the toughness of D2 with more wear resistance. It's got higher fatigue strength, and it's got much smaller carbides, right? So it sharpens better. You can get a finer edge on it. And there's the information. I posted a link. Also, you can follow the link.
B said, sorry for posting a link.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know that he posted a link. I can't keep track of everything. I can barely keep track of one thing.
Because you can't even have mods on here. That makes it hard. I don't know what link you posted, but don't be sorry.
Zach's still a mod on. If you go, I mean, because we're live on Facebook, so Zach's still a mod on our.
Oh, I'm not on there though.
Right. If you go over,
I would have to pull it up on my phone. Everyone may have talked about this before I got here, but your review of the Baby Advancer has convinced me to get one.
Oh, that's rad.
That's awesome. I
will not be disappointed.
That video, I have over 3,000 views on that video. That is just crazy. But I've had several people tell me that they ended up getting one. And actually, you know, I had mentioned last week or the week before, last week, I think I'd mentioned that I'm actually giving it away. So I have one. I actually gave Peter the one that Ben Peterson gave me. I gave that one to Peter, and I went and bought myself the purple one, which you guys probably all saw on Zach's today. And I don't know if I posted a picture or not of that or had it on my review, but and then I actually bought a couple more. So I have one for a giveaway. I have one for somebody who asked for one that couldn't get one before. But yeah, I'm just in love with that knife. I see, Chad, you like it, but usually don't like small knives. Yeah, and a lot of people don't.
I have no business loving the Baby Panther as much as I do. That is my absolute. That has actually come.
Oh, Dirk's in the waiting room.
Oh, all right, guys, we got to go. It's nice having you.
Oh, Sue Chicken was the one then. What's up?
Dirk. What's going on, guys?
How are you, dear?
What's going on, dude?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
You're so professional looking.
Well, there's a box over here. I didn't know that was going to be in. That's whatever. But
can you see all the crap behind Peter?
I miss your long goatee. I miss the pre-mask goatee, like the long kind of, almost biker thing going on.
Right? Yeah, I kind of I cleaned that up around springtime. It was like a little spring trim. So you wanted to know what the Ryu was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's a cool looking little knife.
Edison
See,
Barraras, I think is how you pronounce his last name. Eddie and Victor is his brother.
Oh my God, I
oh,
love
that's
that.
cool.
Wow.
And these are like handmade customs. Runs on bearings, but it's just nice and slow. Doesn't drop shut. But I can't even explain. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the video. I can't even explain the action. And the fit and finish, like, it's just,
That's amazing.
yeah, it's crazy. And it's no CNC stuff. They just do it. He just does it by hand.
Oh, thank you, Triple E. So I have the Best Tech Sledgehammer, which is a very similar blade. And it's one of those knives that when I first saw it, I thought, that's stupid. But now that I've had the Sledgehammer and know how useful that really steep tanto is.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Fantastic.
It's pretty crazy.
So, Triple E, first of all, thank you very much for the donation. He said, funds for keeping up in the arms race with Dirk. We're all jealous of his collection.
Okay, so this one, yeah, it was a little pricey. We won't talk about that. But my buddy had bought one. He had ended up with 2 Ryus. And I told him, hey, if you go to sell one, let me know. And then out of the blue last week, he goes, hey, you said you wanted it, so do you really want it? I'm like, well, how much do you really want? And I'm like, can I get back to you in the morning? So I had to do a little creative accounting for that. It was a very expensive mail delivery on Friday. We'll just put it that way because I got this. I got a Timascus Olight flashlight.
Those are cool. I saw those.
I ended up with 3 of them because I've got mental issues. One of them for Alex over at the Knife Box channel. He said, hey, can you get me one if you can get it? And then I got one for a giveaway type of thing. So,
Nice.
And then I got 2 other knives in on Friday also. So it's like almost a $5,000 mail call day.
Oh, is that it?
It was kind of nuts.
Oh, that's nothing.
Did I mention my really exciting $40 knife here? Did I? Because this is big news. This is
Hey,
exciting.
I'm pretty excited about these 20.5s, kind of. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. They're interesting. Like we've said before, I think they're a little overpriced. They're okay knives, but they're a little overpriced at the $150 mark.
Now you have the full serrated one sitting there, don't you?
This particular one is just the regular serrated, or the regular edge. Then I do have a clip point, and then I have a full serrated that is still in the box over there. So I'm giving away these 2. The
bye, Triple E and KC. Sorry.
Oh, bye, guys. Jeremy, wait a second. Timascus doesn't suit your eyes? Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I want the white. I want the new white lights much more than I want the Damascus.
The white ones are cool.
Well, I've got some Timascus knives. I have a Timascus watch. Yeah. And you guys were talking earlier about things that sold out in like 10 minutes and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The Timascus watch that I tried to get sold out in 7 seconds. And I didn't get one. I didn't get one. I'm like, how is that possible? I was logged in. It was in my cart. I was ready to go, and it got taken out of my cart as I went to pay.
That's
man.
That's bad business.
And I'm like, how is that even possible? But I had already been talking to the owner of this company, and so he worked a deal. Like, it took me like 3 months, and I finally got one because he had a couple. Like, he had some that he held back as like spare parts. So I got number 30 of 30 made. So I figured I had to have a Timascus light. And for the $159 for this one, that was better than the, some of the other ones, the Hankos and the Deadwood Customs and things like that are $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $2,000 for a flashlight.
Does that mean that you're going to wear a Timascus watch, carry a Timascus knife, and carry your flashlight at the same time?
Maybe. And I may have to find some socks to match that outfit.
We're going to have to get you a Timascus necklace and some bracelets.
One of my buddies he got a thing like a bullet or a something in Timascus, and he was going to give it to me, a couple of years ago, and he never did. So I don't. Yeah, somebody made like little bullet, like necklace pendant things, and I never did. But see, Zach understands me.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zach said he understands.
So, but yeah, I'll show you the other things that came in too, since we were talking about them. The unboxings don't go up for a couple of days, but sneak peek. Don't tell
Look at
him.
that, guys.
Ooh.
Sneak peek. Also,
Okay.
All right,
Keith,
everybody
says
record
the
it.
Daleka is beautiful. Change his mind. I can't. The Daleka is beautiful.
That's over there. I do have a Daleka here. I was gifted a Daleka. I feel very special, and I have a Z Hunter that somebody gifted me also. So I do feel kind of like I became something. You guys know I like the Hellraiser, right? The Red Horse Knife Works Hellraiser. I have two of them sitting on the table over there that I use for size comparisons quite a bit. I picked up another one.
Oh wow!
Jesus, the reflection is killing it off of the monitors and stuff, but it's in Demasteel.
Sure, why not?
And this came from Blade Show this year with carbon fiber and whatnot. So the guy who bought this is a good friend of mine, and he reached out and had life got in the way, so he offered to sell that to me. So I said okay, but it was the same time that I had already paid for this the day before.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that happens.
And he had, it was a package deal. So I bought the Hellraiser and something from these guys.
Nice.
Todd Big Knives in Petaluma. A 1 of 2 glimpse with titanium frame, carbon fiber inlays, Zerk pocket clip, and you can kind of tell there was some damage deal.
That's insane.
So all of that stuff came on the same day.
Wow.
And that was a good day.
And there's a watch I bought too. So that I'm sending to my buddy, Random Rob's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So that he can do a video on it, and he's going to drop that video on 9/11 because it happens to be a 9/11 watch, and then he'll ship it to me after that. So yeah, it was an expensive way. So I can't buy anything anymore. So I'm going to be selling stuff. So if anybody's seen anything on my channel, I fortunately had paid rent before I made that purchase. So I'm okay. They're not going to kick me out until October. So if anybody's looking for things, just let me know. I may have a little sale here to get rid of some stuff.
That's knife and watch junkie life. That's the life. You got.
But see, I'm not wrong. That means that next time we come out, you're going to let us pay for lunch, right?
Maybe. The way I look at it is, if you guys drive all the way to Napa, I'm just going to buy lunch. If I were to drive down to your neck of the woods, then maybe I'll let you buy me lunch.
All right. I like how
I don't know. I
know that's not fair. We want to buy lunch.
It's fine.
Jacob Vermette says 4MAX Scout or 8010. Dude, I'm a huge fan of I love my 4MAX. I have the Italian model, but you got to get if you're really looking at a knife that's going to last you, got to get the 8010. That's just me.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I get it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting the other also. I mean, I don't know. I try not to be a brand snob.
Paul Bessemer says, I see why you drive to him. You just to look at the bling.
Well, and I do bring a case every time
Every time, yes. And there's always something incredible in there.
If there's anybody in the greater Northern California area, just hit me up. I mean, I travel around. I go around the area. I will be at Blade West, potentially if they have it. I am still planning to go to Blade West, but we'll see. I haven't booked flights or anything yet. I'm planning to just be there on Saturday.
Wait, drive.
My girlfriend doesn't want to drive. Because if we drive, then she wants to stay for like 2 or 3 days and make it a big thing. And I'm just more like, let's just fly in Saturday morning. I'll have somebody pick me up at the airport.
I'll pick you up. We're driving.
I'll spend the night Saturday night, and then I'll just Uber or shuttle to the airport and come home Sunday morning.
What are you making faces for back there, Therapeutic Edge? If he needs a ride from the airport, I'll pick them up from the airport.
I charge Uber rates.
Alex from the Knife Box channel, I'm going to make him pick me up.
No,
There you go.
And Long Beach Airport is like right by the convention center anyway, I think.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty close.
I could probably walk. I don't know, but
he's got nice legs.
You
You
don't
can
wanna
just walk outside and show a little knee. You know.
But
No,
yeah,
he'll just send Lindsay out.
I do tend to bring a case with me when I go to places. If I go to Blade West, it depends what I will bring.
Yeah.
Depends on if I drive or if I fly. If I drive, I'll bring a case with, some heavy hitters.
Right.
If I fly, I'll bring like something that I'll put in my bag.
Right.
Under the plane, right? I always check a bag when I fly, and I always have a knife and a pen and some stuff in there. My watches go with me in my backpack. I don't put those under the plane.
Well, like I said, let us know. We're driving, so if you need anything to go down or come back here, it can go in our car.
I can bring the big boys and just have you guys take them.
Yeah, we can take them down and bring them back.
That's a bit of a problem now. And you guys tell me, what do you carry to a knife show?
I carry, and I won't be carrying the Stitch because I'll have to walk down the street in LA. Right. But they're going to be looking that day. No, man, what did I bring when we went to Blade East the first time? I brought just some favorites, stuff that I like to carry and that makes me happy, and stuff that was fun to show off a little bit, but nothing too fancy. And then because we were staying at a friend's house for Blade West in 19, I brought kind of everything back then. I brought like 4 knife rolls, and I just picked as I was going that day. And if we went home in the middle, I'd put something else in the car. I'd swap out just stuff that was fun.
Because I've talked to some other people, and there's very different views. Some people bring their cheapest thing just because, and other people bring something super fancy. So just kind of gauging the water, and maybe the people in the comments can say what they would like to bring or what they typically take to a knife show.
Yeah, Kelly Legal.
Just because I think it's an interesting topic of what do you bring,
Bye, Stacy.
So so that's a great question for the folks, for all 52 people watching right now. If you're going to a place where other people have knives, knife show, knife meeting, group of friends with knives, what do you bring? Do you bring something that's showy? Do you bring something that's comfortable? What do you guys carry?
And it's more something like you're not like going to a barbecue where you're bringing a whole case. You're bringing 1 or 2 knives, right? We'll kind of set the stage a little bit. You're bringing 1 or 2.
There's going to be a pit. There's
What
going
are
to be
you going to
a
bring?
pit at Blade West, right? So you're going to want to, if you've got stuff to trade or swap for you're looking to sell stuff, you're going to want to bring stuff that you don't.
And that's the thing. If you want, like I'll take knives that I absolutely love and I'll carry them, and they're mine and they're never going to go anywhere.
Oh, and
but those are just for.
Bye, Stacy.
But those are just for me. If I want to sell stuff, I'll absolutely bring that. But that's going to be like in a different knife roll, right? But that'll be more of a. I probably won't carry them. I would just have them and take them to the pit.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I mean, if you're interested in selling, I would say, yeah, bring it.
I'm kind of kidding. I do sell some stuff, and I had a few things that I was trying to sell, and then they never sell, and so then I just forget about them, and they're still here. So, and then my buddy said he wanted a couple of things that I was trying to sell, so I'm like, all right.
Well, Soapbox, so Soapbox said after the theft issue, Blade Show East, that was actually from a dealer's table.
Yeah, that's different.
That's different. Which
doesn't surprise,
that's every year, though. They do it every year, from what I hear.
It shouldn't happen,
right.
But it can happen so easily. Not that I'm tempted, right? But, dude, there's so many knives just on the table, and there's so many people. Anybody can just reach in, grab anything they want, and just, literally put it in their pocket and walk off, and nobody's going to see it. It happens all the time that we don't even know about.
I want to make note of this. Bees, you're right. You can't at Blade Show, but at the pit afterwards and anytime outside, and you'll meet people. You can, if you want to sell knives at any Blade Show, there's tons of opportunity.
So you're technically not allowed to do that on the show floor, then, is what he's saying?
Because if you want to sell knives, you should have a table.
Oh, okay, I get it. I've never been to Blade. in Atlanta. I've never been to Blade West. I usually go to the California Custom Knife Show, but this year we decided to go to Blade West instead.
Yeah.
To check that out and see if it's better or worse. So yeah, it'll be my first time. So be gentle with me. If I make it down, then be gentle.
Oh, Chad
First
says the
Blade
guy
show.
stole several knives from Pitt as well. Yeah, well, it's not something, I mean, you definitely want to keep an eye on your knives,
Yeah.
you know?
Let's not be dumb about it, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
like, we're responsible for our own stuff. At some
Absolutely.
level. I mean, I don't know. But that's what I do for a living is security stuff. So I have a little different perspective on things, maybe.
See, and I'm hoping to go in because what I did at Blade East last time is I went in and a lot of the new knives that they had coming out, I was able to kind of swoop in on the last day and get with the knife makers and, being a dealer, being able to get a bunch of knives, which at the same time was kind of a bummer because we flew. So we had to have a friend bring them home. But this time we don't have that. So I will have them with me and in hand on the way home, which is awesome.
That's cool. And I am planning to go to Blade East or Blade
Next year.
Next
Yeah.
year. I did book a room already.
Nice.
If that ends up happening, and God only knows what COVID will be like next year.
Right.
But I did book a room already for, I don't know. I think I come in on Thursday and I leave on like Monday or something like that. I'm gonna be there for a while.
Yeah.
So again, my girlfriend wanted to stay. She goes, "Oh, if we're gonna go all the way there, then we better stay for 3 or 4 days and go do this and go do that and go do these other things." I'm like, oh my God. I just wanted to come in on Thursday and leave on Friday night and go home. Like, I don't want to be there all day.
We have a friend that we can stay with in Atlanta. So we have a place to stay.
Talk to him.
Really
talk to you guys first, but whatever.
She has an extra apartment downstairs.
That's all good. But
it's a house, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, I mean it's so far off. They haven't charged my car. It's just I have it booked over there at the thing.
Well, we'll stay in touch on that. It's not, it's a half an hour away.
Mine's like you just walk across the little bridge and you're there.
If you're close enough, man, we may say, hey, can we drop our stuff at your because we're driving 20 minutes in, 15 minutes in.
Yeah, because I literally, I guess I didn't get the hotel that the thing is in, like right downstairs.
Yeah.
But there's like a sky bridge and I walk across and I'm at that hotel.
Yeah.
So I don't know. One of my buddies goes and he told me exactly what to do. And I'm just, okay, whatever you say. And I just,
B said interesting. So B says, hang on. Had a $6,000 knife in his hand. The seller just turned and started talking to someone. That happens all the time at Blade East in 19. Just you'd walk up to a table and somebody'd hand you a $10,000 masterpiece, and 2 seconds later they're off talking to somebody else. And you're just standing there like, well, what do I do with it now?
Yep.
Because I'm not just going to set it back on the table and walk away. So you just sort of stand there until they look at you again and go, here you go. Thanks. That's nice.
Yeah, pretty crazy. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to Blade West. I mean, it'll be good to go down.
For us, it's the social element of it. I know this is your first Blade West. I hope whatever happens at this show, I hope that it doesn't set the tone for you for all Blade West events, because the one in Oregon in 19 was fantastic. It was
that was so awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. A knife show's a knife show. It's like not a big deal. But I do plan to hook up with you guys down there. Alex from the Knife Box channel. For sure, those are the two people I'm going to look and talk to, and then we'll see who else is there and whatnot. And there's some watch people that are going to be going that live in that area, so I'll hook up.
Well, and just see JB and Zach are going to be there.
Okay, I'm sure it'll be the usual gang, and I'll get to meet all those people and stuff like that. And I tend to fly under the radar. Nobody knows who I really am, so
good luck.
I'm kind of a nobody in this world, so it's all good though.
No, you're a somebody, so we're nobodies too. But there's a big group of us nobodies that know each other.
The big group of nobodies. There you go.
Right.
The Isle of misfit toys.
That's right. We're known in a small circle of nobodies that makes me super happy. I mean, there are people out there that. Sorry.
I said, hey, Redacted.
Oh, hey, Redacted.
Hey, Redacted. We're doing good.
What's up, Knives Collector 41? Now,
Sunday
Knives Collector
afternoon.
41 has got a Hinderer collection that is absolutely
insane,
out of control.
Yeah.
I don't currently own any hinderers. I've owned one XM24.
That's because he owns them all.
No, because they're not my favorite. Just gonna say it. I didn't really love it. I got the XM24 non-flipper in a trade. I did like it, and then I had it for a while, and then I sold it.
The thing about hinderers, man, I have two. I won't get rid of them because I like them, but to me, they hold a weird space. Hinderers are perfect working tools.
Yes,
but they cost expensive knife money. For me.
Yeah.
Not for you.
No. I mean, yes. No, I get that.
So that being the case, I find myself. I've been invaded.
Whoa! Like with Star Trek, just like beamed you. Like you guys just warped time, and she's now in the same place. Like,
isn't that a trip?
I'm confused.
I still hear you in the other room. She's just in the other. Dude, we can't be in the same room if we're sharing the stream because the echo is terrible.
Oh, because you're just using the mic from your laptop or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. I can hear the echo from there.
Right. You got to keep the door closed. Let's see. Hi. Not sure. Lady Hawk didn't stand up to my memory. I love the fact that our audience is having a conversation that I'm completely lost from.
No, that's good. Like when I was on this other podcast, we had like 7 people watch us live. It was pretty.
No, we got
It was kind of lame.
51 now hardcore fans that are just awesome.
No, that's good.
Yeah. It is. Well, I'll tell you what, man. It's coming up on 3:30. Thank you so much for joining.
My pleasure. It was good to hang out and chat, and it's all good.
Thank you, everybody. Miss Women Carry Knives.
Yeah, is she gonna say goodbye, or is she just gone? Like she just
I don't
that
know
was
where
her
she goes.
thing.
She'll be back in a minute.
Just
I'm gonna
gone.
stick around until she goes. We'll hang out for a few more minutes. I think she had to. It's been an hour and a half. She probably had to go take a little break.
Okay, sure.
So, man, thank you really for coming on. We'd like to do this again regularly. What I'd really like to do is I'd like to do a show dedicated to your knives.
Oh boy, no, but I don't know if anybody wants to hang out for an hour and talk about my shit.
Let me be clear. I don't care if they do. I do.
Yes, I can bring some out here to this table, and we can show some stuff and talk about stuff. And yeah, I'm glad to do that.
I think it'd be super fun.
I do like to talk about my stuff sometimes. That's I started this YouTube channel thing, so I can talk about it every day,
right?
For about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I get to read all these comments about people saying you ramble on and this and that, and
let's talk about that for just a second. I feel like in the last 6 months, particularly in the last between 4 and 6 months, I've been getting a lot more negative comments. People jumping in to say, "Don't do this, don't do that, be like this, be like that." And listen, all I can say is thank you to them because engagement helps the channel even if they don't want to.
Exactly. I mean, I don't honestly get too many negative ones. I was being a little facetious, but I do get some. And even on my giveaway video that's running right now, I got a thumbs down. Now, we know, you and I all three know, that just helps the channel, right? The algorithm thinks a thumbs up and a thumbs down is exactly the same. Okay, that's a little YouTube secret, people. If you do a thumbs down to YouTube, it means the same thing as a thumbs up.
Right.
So I thank you for that. But I'm thinking to myself, why is this person, man or woman, doing a thumbs down on a free giveaway video? Like, really? Why? What possessed you to say thumbs down?
People very much
never know.
People like to be angry about stuff, man. We've talked about, and I mean this with great sincerity. As a therapist, I'm here to tell you that there are people that just enjoy being angry about things, and it's their whole existence. They find something they don't like, and that's all they want to talk about, or they'll find a moment in a 20-minute video that made them go, "I didn't like that," and that's the only thing they can comment on. And all I can say is, that's them.
And there may or may not be some YouTube people that have channels that love the drama and the negativity and will do a whole hour video just bashing on something that's irrelevant.
I'm not
so,
gonna argue.
I mean, that may or may not happen. I don't know. But there's a lot of negativity. And most of my comments in general, I'm going to say, are either positive or benign, just, oh, hey, that was a cool thing, or hey, I found it over here, or hey, dumbass, it's really OS 8, OS 10A, not just OS 10. Like you don't know what you're talking about. So there's a couple of those, and I openly say I have no idea what I'm doing here. I just have spent a lot of money on camera gear and lights and stuff, and just ramble for 10 minutes.
You guys are lucky. I get some really good comments sometimes, and I am one. The first thing I do is I'm going to call you out. If you want to start shit on my channel, I'm going to call you out. And I've actually made some pretty decent friends from doing that, because it's like, look, I don't edit. I screw up. I absolutely screw up. I'm going to say something wrong. My last one was a guy, and I'm going to just call him out. I think I did already. He got mad because he said something about, you get a gift from, his name is Ben Peterson. You get a care package from him and you don't even say his name right. And I'm like, oh, well, easy bull. I know his name's Ben Peterson. I've always called him Ben Banter because it's, right. And I've always called him that to his face too.
Right.
So if you don't know the situation, shut up.
Yeah, and it's funny that you had that other comment up there about that's a small knife. Why call it an XL? Because somebody's comment this morning, and I had to post that on Instagram and everything because, and that actually, I have that knife right here.
Oh, Peter's frozen.
Since we're talking about
he says we're not live.
Oh, we're not live anymore? He ended it?
Open the door, Pete.
Oh, well, then that's fine. He said goodbye to everybody.
I have no idea. Hang on.
I don't know. It looks like we're live still.
You and I are. What happened? Oh, because Dirk and I are still talking.
It looks like it's live.
Oh, Pete's dead.
It's still going for,
Oh, no, Beast says we're still live. Jason says we're still live. So it's just, for some reason.
I think he's trying to say goodbye, maybe.
Oh, yeah. He says we have to say goodbye because he doesn't know how to get back.
Oh.
Redacted says you broke the internet, honey.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been a Therapeutic Edge and Women Carry Knives. And
Dirk Werning. Thanks for joining us. All right, you guys. Hey, thanks for joining us. Sorry for the abrupt stop on that. I opened the door and I saw the cat on the table, so I have a suspicion that it might have something to do with him. Now he's telling me to hold on. Okay, well, finish what you were saying, Dirk.
Oh, somebody just had made a comment that this was, why do they call this an XL? Because it's the same size as a butter knife and whatnot. And it was just funny. It's an XL because Tom Mayo makes a normal size. And this is bigger than his normal size.
That is huge.
It's not. Well, it's a larger knife than the AD 20.5.
Right? That's a big knife.
Yeah.
But wait, this is the smallest knife that my friend sent me.
Oh.
In the box. There's 3 or 4 more that are bigger than this. That are crazy bigger than this, and you'll see those in a few days. I did an unboxing, so they're out there. You could see. I had to zoom my camera out to 0.5 because they would not fit in the field of view.
I need friends like that in my life, Dirk.
And one of them's super crazy, like a Wolverine one.
Hey, do you have IG, Dirk?
Do I have IG?
Yeah.
Yes. It's just my name underscore YouTube.
Okay. Did you guys hear that? Somebody asked for your Insta. Oh, Bees asked for your Instagram.
I'll post a link.
Dirk Werning underscore YouTube. Something like that. It didn't come out quite right.
But your IG, that's your Instagram.
Yeah, it's just my name underscore YouTube, and my YouTube is super exciting too. It's just Dirk Werning because I was racking my brain for a name and I couldn't find anything, and I figured it worked for Nick and Jim, so I just used my name. I didn't get all fancy like you two.
Well,
there you go. That's how you find me. I'm easy.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
Just don't tell my girlfriend.
That's okay. I brought everybody to bed with me today with snacks.
I know, and I got to come on live with it during it, so that's the only reason why. Had you been in the other room, I wouldn't have joined.
Right. Yeah, it's no fun when I'm at the table.
No, it would not have been the same experience for me. Thank you.
Oh God, yeah, you guys. If you haven't seen Dirk's IG posts, his memes,
Go
Dude,
follow.
those
And
are hilarious.
And go subscribe to the channel. And I do post over there. I do usually try to do daily kind of pocket dump of here's my
Yeah.
watch, here's my knife, here's my pen, my flashlight. And I brought my socks back in because I keep forgetting about my socks. But I have a sock thing also.
You have a sock thing?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got to have your goofy socks because I used to dress up. I used to wear dress pants and a shirt, collared shirt, a button-up shirt to work every day with my dress shoes. So I had to have fun socks, Pac-Man or Cookies and Milk or the Cookie Monster or Tasmanian Devil, like all kinds of stuff. So I've got, I don't know, 20,
Yeah, I know
30
you had
pairs of
different
goofy
ones on
socks.
last time we saw you, but I didn't even know that you had a whole bunch. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I got 20, 30, 40 pairs of goofy socks, colored socks. Just some just have colors, some have goofy prints on them. I mean, people send them
Oh,
to
that's
me.
cool.
People, have fun with them and stuff like that. So, oh boy, here we go.
There's Psycho Kitty.
All right, so we've digressed to a whole new level now.
Cat cam.
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Yeah, do you guys get over there, follow Dirk's YouTube, follow his Instagram.
Follow his Instagram. Follow his Facebook page. If you like,
Yeah, I'm on Facebook
hilarious
and all that
memes.
stuff. I'm easy. It's just my name everywhere. And YouTube underscore YouTube on Instagram. Just I don't know why we did that, but we did it. I may change it back, but we'll see. Cool. Well, thanks guys for having me on. I appreciate it.
You're very
Thanks
welcome,
everybody
man.
out
Thank you
there.
everybody for watching. You have been amazing as always.
Yes.
Thank you, Women Carry Knives, for keeping me sane and doing this with me. I appreciate it. We'll be live on her channel probably next week, although I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. We'll have to work that out.
No, we'll see.
Cool.
Guys, we'll see y'all later.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
No, he left.